$8,957. That is the total value in US dollars of my friend's sneaker collection that he wants me to purchase. Keep in mind that $8,957 figure is based off StockX never worn dead stock pricing, and with a lot of these inflated flesh pipe swag prices that some of these older Nike SBs have been listed for, they better not have ever even been visually processed by another human being's retina before reaching the legit checking facility if someone has the audacity to pay that price. Some of you guys may be asking why my friend reached out to get rid of some of these sneaker grails. The main reason is because on June 27th, he is going to be proposing to his shorty, his girlfriend with no space in between, after purchasing a wedding ring from whoever handcrafted this magical ring that will adorn her finger. Hopefully she says yes. It'd be really weird if I made this video and she said no. Now, why he made the grave mistake of calling me, I have no idea, because you know I'm gonna have to lowball him. He's my friend, but this is business. I am a collector, but I am also a reseller. I started reselling to fund my addiction for sneakers and clothes. I am unable to feed that addiction if I'm out here paying $8,957 for sneakers that can literally decrease in value tomorrow. Maybe it's just because I didn't grow up with money, so I watched my mom barter over every little penny. If you do not understand that concept, I probably would not recommend reselling. That being said, if you do want to get into reselling, check out my group +1. That will be the top link in the description. This is not some video sponsor, so please do not skip. And while I'm begging for video analytics, please smash the like button, show some love in the comments, and share the video if you would ever be so kind. But we have Zephyr restock monitors. We have dedicated collectible monitors for GPUs, PlayStations, Pokemon cards, other collectibles. We have a premium autofill service known as Cardinal, which is currently sold out, so you can't even purchase it separately. However, you do get it for free when you are in +1 or Nest, which is another great premium group. We have a complete site list, raffle list, and for people already a part of the +1 posse, we actually have a group buy with NSB. This is our second group buy with them. They have been killing it on sneaker releases as of late. And not to mention that discount code that I talked about, you guys can even use that +0.5 all caps right before you hit checkout, and it will give you 50% off your first month. If you want to get into reselling, or you just want some tools to hopefully cop some items, pay for your addiction like myself, then check out that top link in the description. But enough jibber jabbing. Hopefully we can get some deals because, like I said, got to make some profit on some of these sneakers. Now, first, of course, we got to pick up my man Sean Parker, SP. I don't know why I'm trying to mix it up with acronyms and full names.
Treats are the greatest treats.
And we just found a penny too, so this is gonna help add to the sneaker fund. It was on heads.
That's good luck.
Hey, we about to get some deals today, baby. Yo, are my sick tags still on that? You can still see the jokes. I was actually gonna commission him to do a tag in my new spot. I wanted to do a mural. He doesn't really do murals. We tried it with the Fredo tee. It didn't. Ooh, damn, the sunlight's looking good. My bro brought some shoes, the black boxes, 2006 joints. This is tight. Are these all the ones that were pictured?
I think I took a picture of the crawfish, but I don't think I'm gonna sell those.
I don't know about that.
And I brought you a bunch of kill brands.
Fire, appreciate you. I like how they did the original ACG colors. I like the original highs so much more. This is so filthy though. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of these ones.
Are you serious?
You like these
I
ones
like
more?
them a lot.
The pair Lil Wayne famously wore. Now these are hard. There's that one coming out soon. You see the white quilted ones? Oh
yeah, what the?
Those are crazy. The only thing I don't like is the translucent soles.
Yeah,
Sean about to get a pair of dunks.
I got them for like 30 bucks.
Really?
I got that wanted money for weed. $4.25 on Fly Club. I hate Fly Club prices.
Back in the day in the military, I remember looking at Paris dunks for less than 5,000 and saying the same thing, like Flight Club is smoking dick trying to tax 5. Man, if I would have just dropped like 30 bands, that would have been better than Bitcoin returns. So yeah, what are you thinking? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 M's in my bank account.
The Papa Bears, I don't know. Those are super hard to let go. I was thinking like 8.
For Mama Bears, what were you thinking?
Or like 3.
Okay. What about the ears?
150.
And then the De La Souls?
Like 100.
Acapulco Golds?
Like 150.
The Beijings?
The Lizzie 180.
And the FTC Finals?
250.
That puts it at 1930. Would you do 1700?
We do 18.
To meet in the middle, 1750.
No, we did meet in the middle at 18.
1750 and I'll get you the east side half.
Alright, yeah, that's it.
Can I Zelle you though?
I don't have Zelle.
Bro, come on, get Zelle, please.
I got Cash App.
Why are you guys living in the past?
Because Cash App is green, like money.
Zelle is like a tax write-off. This made what, $1,200, $1,300?
Way more, bro.
Out of all the shoes here, these are thems.
Yeah, these are fire.
You see that? We found the baby bears in the
Yeah,
thrift.
those are so big.
Sole separation, the heel, like,
Baby
bro, don't get that
bears
close,
at
come on.
Nah, what is it?
But it's good though. I'm gonna try to get these off today. Money has been sent. Shoes are mine. I know Trash Aladdin probably would have paid like $600 for all of them. Obviously for my bro's proposal, he's proposing on Sunday. This isn't coming out till Monday, so it's good. As long as you don't delay it. If you delay it, your is going in the video regardless. Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully she says yes.
Hopefully.
Good little memories. Seeing the Jukes tag. If you guys know, you know. Yeah, man, I might have to keep the Mama Bears though. Those are just too beautiful. After going through the footage and editing it, I realized I didn't pay for a pair of shoes. I may be cheap, but good businesses.
Yo.
Realized something after editing the footage.
What happened?
You don't know?
No.
The price that we came to didn't even include the fast times.
It didn't?
Do you want to just figure out a price once I sell them?
Yeah, sure.
I really could have just finessed him. I definitely don't mind lowballing people, but I do believe good business, no shady shit. I just came home to pick up some hats. I gotta go to Sneak City and see whether or not the Sneak City fam feels like I got a good price. All right, don't have much time. As you guys can see, Sneak City. What's on there? Oh, yikes.
Yikes. Just make sure to photo it.
I need to see if I get the Sneak City approval. There was one change to the deal. He didn't want to get rid of his crawfish, so we added these in here.
These are
So
clean. These are actually really clean. These are cool. I like the black speckled.
that and one other pair that I might keep.
That is not the pair you should keep.
The mama bears.
Damn.
A little beat.
Great grandma bears.
Those ones are definitely a little more thrashed.
Oh yeah, surprisingly a lot of people ask about these.
Fast times.
These are cool. I like the gum bottom. That makes it a lot better. I've been telling you I love that gum bottom.
And then
Ooh, way better condition.
on my feet.
The insole's still clean. They have a little bit of heel drag, but
Oh yeah, I didn't see
them.
that.
It's flat right here.
So for the entire set, I paid $17.50. So what do you think?
That's
What's your
probably
phone?
around what I would pay. I feel like everything's in pretty good condition too.
This is the main hitter that's gonna pay for the buyout.
Yeah, lowest asked like $2,700 on these.
It's like a little piece of Moscow. Like,
I'm leaving, guys. My first time leaving them.
she's really nervous about leaving the shop. There's literally 30 minutes before you guys close now.
No, it's like an hour.
Yeah,
Actually,
you're right.
an hour and a half. That makes me even more stressed out.
Thanks, Jacob. I'm glad I got the Sneak City approval. That was a good catch. Yeah, no big deal. I'm hella coordinated. Quick stop to get these worked on. If you guys have your corneas, your retinas, your eyeballs, your eye testicles, whatever you want to call these little things in your dome piece, locked in on any of these shoes and you would like to add them to your collection, definitely go follow Robotus and Poppy, because if I end up selling them, that is where they will be posted. Obviously, I've been reselling Supreme for quite some time. I've been telling every single person, if you join my cook group, don't just focus on Supreme, focus on low-key flips, focus on sneakers. I would say low-key flips more than even sneakers because they're so much easier to get and there are such better margins. Low-key flips include a bunch of items that you may not normally think of reselling. We have providers within the cook group, if you want to get into reselling, that talk about those items. We have a plethora of other services. Like I said earlier, top link in the description. Make sure you take advantage of that discount code +0.5. It's already more affordable than every other group, so with that discount code, you get half off your first month, so it's like a no-brainer. If you want a little bit more in-depth detail, just click that top link, check out the website, and more specifically, check out those little buttons that highlight when you go over it. Yes, I'm gonna say it again. I did that myself. Your boy's feeling like a little computer HTML website designer. Now, getting into the first sneaker, this is one that I'm actually not that familiar with, the Nike SB Fast Times. And I know that there was some punk rock inspiration, which is why you have the black leather paneling throughout a bleached denim. I don't personally like these. I know some people like these. Carlos liked them, Sean liked them. Everyone's gonna like different shit. These don't really speak to me, and honestly, this particular shoe does not come from an era of SBs that I really admire. The next shoe you have are these Beijings. Once again, not a sneaker I really care for. This came out in 2014. The inspiration comes from alleyways in Beijing. There's a particular name for those alleyways, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. I'll put it on the screen. You also, of course, have the little gold and red swoosh right there. Ooh, here we go. These are the Nike SB Airs.
Air.
And it's not super noticeable because the colors are a little bit more dull, but as you can see, the colorway is very similar to the Irish flag. You see this orange and green. It uses two different materials. You have other suede panels throughout. However, the toe cap right here is actually made of a linen. Now, there's something extremely special about this linen. According to Kicks on Fire, it is designed using linen overlays, a textile which is made from a vegetable fiber obtained from the inside of the woody stalk of the flax plant commonly produced in Ireland. How many people do you think purchased this shoe because this linen came from Ireland? Those are the things that I appreciate. So the next one came out in an era that somewhat slept on. I may be a little bit biased. I'm really only saying that because one of my favorite SB blazers released around the same time as this shoe, which are the neck face blazers. I got a pair for $80 from Project Blizz, and sadly they were a size 9. I actually took a picture of that on my Instagram. I actually took that picture around the time that I had the No Jumper interview. This particular sneaker is a collaboration with the FTC Skate Shop. FTC, or For This City, is based out of San Francisco. Super wearable, kind of like the Air. And this particular shoe is known as the FTC Finally. The inspiration behind this shoe and the reason that it's called Finally is because of the VHS tape that was released. Keith from Huff, rest in peace, was actually featured in it, so I thought that was kind of cool. People may not see some crazy direct inspiration because it's not super loud or out there. They might just see the colorway and not ever know what it stands for or what it represents. But if you actually look into it, it's pretty cool. So the artwork on the back heel tab right here is also from that VHS tape. That same artwork can be seen on the insole. I actually did not know this. That artwork is done by Dale, the Funky Homo Sapien. A lot of people have heard the 93 Till Infinity instrumental that I use in the background sometimes. You guys listen to the very end of that song. Souls of Mischief is from Hieroglyphics, which is Dale's label. Some more modern artists that you guys may be aware if you are not familiar with Hieroglyphics that have definitely pulled inspiration from Hieroglyphics would be Underachievers, or one of my personal favorites, Flatbush Zombies. I mean, he's the rapper on Clint Eastwood. The dude is definitely a very accomplished hip hop artist. Speaking of very influential hip hop artists, we have the De La Souls. I would say this is a fairly popular dunk. Now this particular pair doesn't go for that much. This is from 2015. They basically just took the low and made it a high. This pattern is not just any regular pattern produced by Nike. This is actually the artwork that comes from 3 Feet High and Rising, which is a very popular project from De La Soul. You guys have probably heard some of the songs from that project, whether or not you listen to them. I believe these ones came out in 2014. This is actually a collaboration with the streetwear brand Acapulco Gold. A lot of people will consider that to be a legendary streetwear brand. Just like this comes from an era that is not super popular, that streetwear brand comes from an era of streetwear that's not my favorite. I do give them credit for being OGs in the game. And like the creators of Noah and Awake New York, the creators of this brand also came from Supreme. This is referencing the Nike ACG Moab. You have these earth tones with these like blue and orange hits throughout. A little AG embroidery right there. And then of course the Acapulco Gold branding in small little lettering. And last but not least, you have these super sick rope laces. I think this translates really well on an SB Dunk High. It's not the first time they've done it. In fact, they've done it recently. I think they did another ACG Dunk Low this year. They've referenced the ACG colors on several dunks. I don't know if this was the first to do it. I just think it looks really good on this particular sneaker. And like I said, that may be one pair that I keep, even though Tia disagrees. Now we're going to get to the grails, the Papa Bears, the Mama Bears. I would now follow up and show you guys the baby bears if I still had them. We found those in the thrifts. I wish I still had them because I would like to show off all three to kind of represent something. Maybe I'll just like Photoshop it right here. As the bear gets bigger, so does the shoe. So the baby bears obviously are the smallest dunk, and then the mama bear, which is a little bit bigger. The papa bear is on the high, which was actually done purposefully. This is a collaboration with Medicom Bear Bricks. You can actually see the bear brick on the insole. And I would say this is probably the most wearable. This is the pair that Travis Scott wore. I've seen some outlets claim that it became popular after he wore it, because a lot of outlets are right that when these first released, they were not super hard to get, but they were not unpopular. That is definitely something I disagree with, but who knows? I'm not from Los Angeles or New York or some fashion hub. I'm from Tacoma, Washington, which is just like a mid-sized city. I talked about this a couple videos ago, but when I got into dunks, a lot of the people that were getting into that style were crumping. And a lot of the individuals that I would hang out with at that time preferred louder, crazier shoes. And even if you look at sales, you go back on StockX, I think it goes back to like 2015, 2016, which is years before Travis Scott was ever seen wearing these. Brand new, they were still going for $700. Were they easier to get at a reasonable price used? Of course, but that can be said for every single Nike SB, even the craziest of SBs that have been extremely valuable for many years. I feel like Travis Scott gets a lot more credit. If I was one of the variables or one of the cogs in that machine that produced the current wave of SBs, I would feel kind of slept on. Like if I was James Arizumi, I would be kind of irritated. Now, will the hype behind these particular shoes die? Yeah, but the hype around everything will die. This pair I will probably raffle on Robitussin Poppy. If you want a chance to get these grails in your collection, you can go follow that. If it is currently open, it might be closed already. I may end up keeping these. I have a little bit more of an affinity for these, although I will say these are a lot better. Although I do appreciate that they introduced the mid for this collaboration, this is way sicker than this one. They're both cool, but I mean, come on, Lil Wayne wore these. I'm not gonna bullshit you, that fit was trash, but Lil Wayne's the GOAT, so I don't care. These are fire. There may be some things that I am missing about this. I know they released with some actual bear bricks. I don't know if they released alongside or afterwards or what the release was like, because I didn't get into SBs until 2 years after this. And to be honest, I wasn't really paying attention to releases like I am now. I'm in a very privileged point in my life where I'm able to work for myself thanks to all of you guys. Even if you hate me and this is the only video you ever watch and you never watch another video again, you've still contributed in some way towards me having these things I always wanted. So I still appreciate you regardless. I'm sorry, I'm sweating right now. Holy shit, it's hot. Anyway, now like I said earlier, if you're interested in buying any of these shoes, if they're not posted Robitussin Poppy at the time this video goes live, you can always message me and I will try to check through the messages. The fast times, I do have to pay Carlos a little bit more depending on what I sell them for. For the other 7 shoes, I got them for $1,750. To be honest, I probably would have lowballed him more if it wasn't for the fact that I understand it's going towards his proposal. You know, and really this whole experience was cool for me. Throughout my history on YouTube, I've tried to sprinkle in certain aspects, especially because I understood that a lot of the content I produced around Supreme was really focused on surface level bullshit. Yes, I would give information and I would give insight. If you didn't really watch all the videos all the way through, if you just came across one single video, then like I could understand having a negative perception. People who watch all the videos, you'll see I've introduced Kyrie, who I'm actually about to leave and go to his birthday celebration. My brother Kyrie is someone who passed away 2 years ago. I've used him in my outros. I'll use him in this outro as well. The way that I would include the content was a little bit more sparse or sporadic. I linked up with Carlos in a previous video where we did an FTP unboxing and we actually went to go try to spray paint a mural. It's his first time trying a mural, so it didn't work out. It started raining, and so we had to leave and come back. The finished result I was happy with. In fact, even when it comes to Robotus and Poppy, where a lot of these shoes will be sold, the logo for Robotus and Poppy, which was also produced on some hoodies, was a tag that was done by Carlos. And Jokes, some of you guys may be aware of what that is, some of you guys may not. For those of you guys that are not, you guys will probably be aware of it soon. He did tags for Jokes too. In fact, even if you subscribe for the live cop content, the spray painted door, my bro Carlos did all that. While I'm speaking of Carlos, I gotta shout out his brand, Kill Brand. It says, why do we kill people who kill people to show that killing people is wrong? Of course, the kill is spelled with a C. You have these different fonts that make up the tote, but more importantly, this right here is an Old English ARC logo. You guys know how I feel about my Old English and the ARC logo. A little twofer for you. Then you got this, which I think this is super sick. You have this little hand right here. This is one that I remember him doing. You have this like killer clown and it says Kill Brand in Old English. I'll leave the Kill Brand Instagram somewhere on the screen as well. I tried to sprinkle things in so people could get a better idea instead of just thinking that I'm some hype beast that like just got into this. But I never really judged people who thought that, because like I said, I couldn't really make this type of content. I was so consumed with the monetary gain from Supreme and the monetary gain that came from the notoriety or popularity that I got from Supreme. That's all I could really focus on. I didn't have the same luxury of making the content that I really wanted to produce. I had my parents to care for, and the people who really stuck with me, and same with the people who subscribe just for the surface level bullshit. If you just subscribe to see me get mad at live costs, but you're still rocking with my content, I see a lot of comments like that. I appreciate that. I think the reason probably for that is because you subscribe to watch me get mad at live cops. You're probably not as judgmental as some other people, because there's definitely a lot to judge in those videos. But yeah, man, I would like to even go more in depth and document more. Like for example, in the next video, I may end up documenting me selling these. So if you guys want to see that, if you guys have not subscribed, then do that. Subscribe, turn on post notifications. I feel like I'm gonna have a hard time editing this because it's so hot that I keep like losing my train of thought. Like I said, I gotta go to my homie's birthday celebration, celebrate with his family. I don't like using this word, but mourn the loss of my brother. Don't want to get too depressed in the video. So yeah, like I said, subscribe, turn on post notifications if you like the video. If you guys support what I do here and you guys want to see more, like the video, comment down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Jack nigga. Hey, and my brother is that guy. You feel me? Jack the that guy.